OMG. Oh, I have to put the fan on. It's a little warm in here. OMG, I just had an epiphany. You want to hear this one? You're going to love it. All right, you got to hear this one. I know why all the batteries and everything's going out. I've got a list a mile long of what's been going out. My internet went out, and it was the equipment. My cameras went out, four of them. This is number 5. It was the equipment. My car, even the toilet mechanisms on both toilets went out. My cell phone went out. Can you believe? All of this within days of one another. What's going on? And I know other people having this. I know what it is. I sat and looked at what they all had in common, and I thought, this is a message. It's actually what we've created. And it's pretty amazing. Are you ready to hear this? You're going to absolutely, it's gonna like blow your mind. You're gonna realize, oh my gosh, this is exactly what's happening. All right, let's go. Welcome to Landria, Onkka on YouTube, here to help you break through those fears and live an amazing life. Please subscribe to my channel. You're supporting the positive change and the messages. You're telling YouTube and AI and all the algorithms, we want positive messages. So watch what you're giving attention to out there. You're watching the cray-cray stuff. If it's fear-based, you're in the trance. Oh, we're here to save you. We're here to give you answers. And then you realize, wait a second, I'm just feeling anxious, nervous, depressed. Yeah, so we don't want that for you. We want you to go into a space where you know that all things are possible and you can create that future. I want to help you to do that. The second thing I want you to know is, and we're going to talk about this today, it's actually happening. This is my book, and it was a download. No, not some woo-woo, I'm going to write now, nothing like that. It's just me getting information, getting out of the way, and I was told this book had to come out, and now I know why. Let's talk about the energy shift that's happening, and it's actually accelerating, and it's not a coincidence. There's a very strong reason for it, and I'm going to share with you right now. Now, if you're not familiar with what's been going on, I've had just about everything go down, all of my equipment. My computer quit. My cell phone quit. 4 cameras quit. A vacuum cleaner for my computer quit. My internet equipment quit. 2 toilets quit. My car quit. I've got a few other things to that, but I think you're getting the point. What do they all have in common? Why did they quit? I found out why they quit. The batteries couldn't be recharged on any of them. Most of them was battery related. The other ones, they hit capacity and just bugged out. My computer not only hit capacity, and I cleaned it out, but it just absolutely fizzled out. I mean, it just went boom, not to ever come back alive again. My phone hit capacity. I had to offload everything. My internet went down. The cable guy comes over, he says, fairly new stuff. I don't know why it went out, but it's done. What's the common denominator? Yeah, by the way, the toilets, the water's overflowing. It's all hitting a tipping point. It's hitting the maximum tipping point. Think about this. All those batteries are drained. They can't hold a charge anymore. Everything was hitting the tipping point. We are now, and by the way, so you heard that Facebook, what do they call themselves? Meta went out, Instagram went out. We actually had systems, internet out there going out. My health club, they went out. This is all random stuff. Everything is so fragmented, and it's not talking to each other. It's the world we live in that is so fragmented and individual that it's not working together anymore. So let me give you an example. I did this in my last video. I shared with you. If you take all these different programs on computers and they stand alone and they're having to accomplish a goal for you, let's say you're creating a course, and they all have different tasks, but they're not talking to each other and that coordinating. This actually happened to me. My whole system went down on my computer. My one developer says, well, that's because our system doesn't know how to talk to this one. I said, well, duh. That's, you have to figure this stuff out. This is how we're functioning as a community. We are not helping each other, collaborating, and using all of our skills to create one positive way of life. So now, as I shared with you last time, if you know how to make food, but you don't know how to fix anything, if I know art, but I don't know how to make food, and we're all sitting out there by ourselves saying, well, this is mine, guess what? Without collaboration and working together, we die. That's what's happening right now. So all these programs are so fragmented and it's accelerated. There's so many of them out there that now it's hit the tipping point of not being able to work together at all anymore. And that is a reflection of us. All right, so everything is hitting a tipping point. All this equipment, the message is, you've hit it. We are past it now, and I have the tipping point in here. I actually say we're in it. What is the tipping point? All right, this is do or die. Literally, as just humans, because we never expire. We have been, we always will be. And that's not scary. It's actually a beautiful thing. Thank goodness we wouldn't be here forever, because thank goodness we're not here for eternity, because this would be a little tiring after a while, but it would probably force us to create something beautiful, and we can do that right now. The tipping point is here. Now, I want you to look at your life. I'm going to share this with you because I want you to take a look at something. The tipping point is in our face. So I didn't know. This has all been happening. It wasn't until everything quit and spewed out, literally sometimes, that I knew that it couldn't take anymore. It hit capacity on what it's able to do because we've loaded it up. We're taking more and giving more here and taking more, and we're just pushing everything to the limits. This is why foods, everything, supply chains, all of this, pushing it to the limit. And it's just never enough, and we're taking, and now we have to give. So I want you to look at yourself and say, what is not working in my life? What tipping point have you gone into? Is it relationships? So somebody said, there is no hell. Thank you, subscriber. There is no hell. There's only karma. Absolutely. And your karma might be the hell you create because you believe that. All right? So karma is happening right now. Actually, karma's always in action. Karma just means cause and effect. If I do this, this is the result. Hello, McFly. Yeah, spiritual butt kick. Shocker, right? That's why I named it. Why? Because you have the power of the universe. Now here's what I want you to do. Take a look at your life and say, what have I consistently done, and now I'm in a tipping point where all of it's coming back on me. Whether it's not making sound decisions with career, money, relationships, health, right? We smoke, and then you get cancer. Tipping point, all right? You're drinking, you're eating, oh, now you become diabetic, you have a heart attack, tipping point. That's what we're in right now. Everything we've done is hitting capacity. Our oceans hit the tipping point. Like I said, you look, oh, it looks beautiful. And then we don't realize underneath it's plastic and garbage, and these fish are swimming in that, and all of a sudden it spews out. Tipping point. And now we know what was under there. That's what we're in, and I realize is literal. It's physically literal right now with everything. That means what? We have to go to the opposite side to balance this out, and we have to start giving. We have to start changing how we're behaving. We have to stop the separation. We have to start working together. We have to be, instead of complainers, solution makers, inventors. Give inspiration, motivate. Give. Because when you're giving, you're receiving that back, and it creates a movement out there. Huge movement right now. Digital Explorers, come on and sign up. I'm teaching people how to create planet-friendly online businesses. I'm teaching you how to create a business from start to finish. You don't even have to know what you want to do. That's what we focus on. We're not going into technical stuff. We're not doing none of that. Why? We're focused on loving your life and giving something so beautiful that you love, you're passionate about, you love it, you're giving it. Other people benefit. People are going to come to you because you're giving quality. You're giving something that's beautiful that they're going to be proud to purchase, right? Whether it's your services, coaching, products, nothing that harms the planet is allowed on my platform. If you want to go harm the planet, you're going to have to do it with somebody else. It's not going to be with me. You have to make a decision and stick to your guns on that. I don't even like that. Stick to your beliefs on that. Stick to your choices on that, right? We've got to change everything in our lives, and we got to take a look at it. One of you said that you had to look in the mirror, that you had written this really negative comment and deleted it. Thank you. And you looked in the mirror and had to ask yourself what you're doing. Look in the mirror and ask yourself, what am I doing? What's happening in my life that is not positive, that's not in the direction I want it to go? You get to make a choice. You want to change your mind? Your thinking, your negativity, you have to make a decision. You have to make a decision in order to have that. You have to decide I'm no longer going to be and do that. And when I make a decision to be this person, you give up the cigarettes or the drugs or drinking too much or eating too much. You give up the things that have not served you well because it's an imbalance. And we take it back into balance. You get your body into balance. You get your mind into balance. You get your relationships, how you earn, all of that. You cannot work at a place that's destructive to you, doesn't respect you, and puts anything out there that harms people. How is that allowed? How did we ever put people in power that said it's okay to spew crap into our air and our earth that kills us? Oh, why? Because then we have other businesses that help to cure those ails. They don't. We're not dealing with the source, and it's tipping over. And so now those cures, that's tipping over. We have epidemics all over the place from the cures that are going to make me feel better, right? And it doesn't, does it? It's tipping over. You ready? Are you ready? This is powerful stuff. And I went, holy cow. All this stuff is hit capacity. It's working on you individually. It's not working together. There's no backup systems. Yeah. What did Meta say? They said that the converters or servers weren't talking to the systems. They stopped communicating. Yeah, they went to the tipping point. What happens when they can't communicate anymore? They go down. Boom. Are you ready? Are you ready? We're going to go into it, and you have to make decisions right now if you want to participate. And if you don't, I told you so. I'm just saying, okay? So I hope you'll share this message with people. You can post these anywhere you want. I would love that. I'm going to try to get myself on some talk shows. You guys have made some great suggestions. Positive talk shows. People that want good messages, positive ones. And so I'm going to work on getting the word out there about my teachings, and also digital explorers, business people, how to create a completely new way of doing business. Individuals having the freedom, making your own decisions, but having a whole community and collaboration and experts that'll help you to build it. You won't be on your own. We work as community. No, we're not like you come in and you're like some social thing going on. I just mean you go in and you get all the support you need, and so you will not be alone. You won't go on and have to build some online business, selling books on Amazon. That's not a business. That's just you selling stuff. We're creating businesses, brands. We're going to grow them. We're going to scale them. And we're going to be the new leaders, the change makers of how people earn money, and it's always going to put passion, purpose, and positive impact first. Then we go into prosperity and profits. Yeah, because that empowers us so we can grow and expand and do good things, fun things, positive things. You ready to go up to the penthouse? It's just a choice. You just have to dial it in, raise that frequency. It's pretty dark and lonely in the basement. You can run into each other. Scary stuff. All right. So again, Digital Explorers, this is free. And if you go down in my description, expand it out, you'll see the link to Digital Explorers up there. If you don't, you can click up here, you'll see a little eye, it says information. It'll take you to the digitalexplorers.net site and the landing page where you can tell me where to send this stuff. And also, Blue Land, I'm an affiliate of Blue Land, that link's there. Non-toxic, planet-friendly, no plastic, including what you put in your dishwasher. You know that's being banned. All those little plastic things. Stop the madness. You got to take responsibility. Oops, now you know I told you so. If you keep doing it, then you're going into the old world of destruction. Tipping point. Billions and billions and billions of these little plastic things are going straight into the ocean. Did you know that? We are going to change that. We're going into a golden era. We're creating it right now. If you don't believe that, then okay. But if you believe it, participate in it, and you'll live it. No matter what's going on out there. It doesn't make the other stuff go away, but it will change your life. What tipping point would you like to balance out and bring it back into alignment of compassion, unconditional love, giving, joy, unity, community? You are whole and perfect, strong and powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. Blessings to you, my friend. Namaste.